Hey guys, it's me, Sitija again, and today we're going to be talking about my specific routine that allowed me to score 132 on the GRE. So I've already made a GRE video. You can check it out. I'll hopefully put it somewhere, or at least it'll be in the description for sure. And in that video, I talked about the specific materials that I use. You know, the Manhattan Prep books, the ETS books, all the types of books and materials that I used. So you definitely want to check that out before watching this video. But if you're already here, I want to talk about the specific routine that I had. So specifically, what did I do on each day of prep? How long did I prep and such things? And that's what I want to answer in this video. Also, as a side note, I know where I'm going to grad school. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Bornell University. I'm kind of excited about it. But yeah, that's just a little side note. More updates on that to come. For GRE prep, there were pretty much, really only one main type of day that I had, one main routine that I used for every single day. You can just do it throughout the weekday. So just if you can hit this 5 days a week, then you will be in tip-top shape. And basically what it was is this day alternated between reading and math days. So on the reading days, what I would usually do is I'd wake up, eat breakfast, everything, and then maybe from 11 a.m. to like 1 p.m. So about 2 hours if you can. Just focus on doing passages. All three different types of the reading questions. I think there are three. Just going through each one, doing what you can in terms of reading those passages and answering questions about them. Again, referring back to the video that I made previously, whatever book that you're on right now, whatever reading prep material that you're using right now, I would just tackle that for 2 hours throughout the week. And then at night or in the afternoon, I would hit vocab for, maybe just like 30 minutes to an hour. And then think about this type of like prepping for an exam and stuff. The thing that really matters is consistency. If you're consistent with your approach to how you study these things, then eventually it'll build on itself. If you're inconsistent, like even if you put in 4 hours on one day and then you just don't study for the rest of the week, that's significantly worse than if you studied, even if it was 2 hours like twice a week consistently, you know what I mean? And same goes for the math days. So on the math days, which I would alternate through, so I would say, for example, on Monday would be a reading day. And then again, the next reading day would be Wednesday and then Friday. So then the Tuesdays and Thursdays would be math days, on which you just follow the same exact schedule, maybe 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You would just devote to doing mathematics, so the quantitative section. And you would just go through the books that I mentioned in the previous video. Again, it'll be down in the description. And you just kind of work through all the math problems that you can for that period. Just specifically only math for that 2 hour block. And then at night, going through the Manhattan Prep vocab, the Quizlet stuff. And in fact, the most important thing for consistency, perhaps, is the vocab, because you need to kind of stay in touch with all of those words. There are so many words to learn, so you'll want to like consistently hit that every night. In summary, this is 3 hours every single day, pretty much maximum. And if you can do it consistently, so 5 days a week even, maybe a little bit on weekends, then if you accumulate this for 2 entire months, then you'll be very well set to take the GRE. So now you might be wondering, what if I don't have like the entire day? What if I'm doing work or school or something before the GRE? Then what I would recommend is if you can just do GRE practice for even an hour. So let's say you set aside 1 hour every day at night after you come home from school or work, whatever. Then if you can do GRE vocab for just 15 minutes at the end of the hour, and for the first 45 minutes do alternating like reading or math days, then you would also be in a really good position. The thing about that is you want to spend as long as you can though. If you can spend maybe half a semester or so, the ending part of the semester, working on the GRE, just putting in 1 hour every single day, then you'll be in great shape. But again, obviously the one that I was talking about previously would apply if you have enough time, like in the summer or something. Because I took my GRE in August, so I had the entire summer to figure out how I was going to prep. For the analytical writing section, which will probably be the one that you spend the least time preparing for just because of the nature of it, on those reading and math days, I would actually not even worry about this section. I think what I actually did was about 2 weeks before the exam, I started looking at those prompts, like 2 or 3 prompts on the actual ETS website itself. and just did a couple of them, like just full throughout, sat down, saw the prompt, and just started writing out what I would write and seeing how I did and just getting kind of prepared for that sort of section. I think for the analytical writing, you just need to be more prepared for what type of question they're going to ask, and also the structure of your response. And to learn more about the structure, the specific structure that I use for my response, I would again recommend going to the previous GRE video that I made, which is down in the description below. And finally, I wanted to talk about how I felt after taking my GRE back in August. Pretty much, I think everything was about as difficult as I expected it to be using the prep materials that I did. I think the math section was a little bit harder than I was expecting, but that definitely could have just been due to random chance. And I think the Manhattan Prep vocab Quizlet stuff really came in handy. And I think I would, again, I know I've said it like 10 times within this video, but I would highly recommend watching the other video for the specific prep materials that I used. If you can do just consistently 5 days a week, just put in a maximum of 3 hours each of those days, then you will be in tip-top shape to take your GRE. There's nothing more important than just consistently doing problems, you know, kind of forcing yourself to put in like 2 hours every single day, which is like not fun at all, right? And then doing the vocab at night or in the afternoon. But overall, you know, in the context of a day, that's not too much time, right? 3 hours out of your day. And if you can just do it consistently, then that'll really help you prepare for the GRE. I really hope you got something out of this video. That is the way that I prepared for my GRE. Hopefully it'll help you out. If you leave a comment, just question, comment, anything, I definitely will respond to you. My name is Sitija Monige, and I'll see you in the next video.